Hello Galaxy Commanders and welcome to this video for Infinite Galaxy. Finally I'm back home. I got my setup complete now. As you hopefully see, I now have the right lighting. Got the green screen behind me again. I hope you like the new sound. So I got a microphone and everything now, and I don't have to wear the headset anymore. For me this is really nice, and I think the quality is now much better. Today's video topic is again about flagships. So I did the flagship tier list and got a few questions after that. So first, why did epics are so low tier? It's just because legendary flagships are so much better now. And then also I got quite a few questions. What should I use now? I mean, yes, sure, we do have the flagship tier list, but you can't use only legendary flagships. That's just not realistic. You need to be the biggest whale on the world to get a lot of flagships really high ranked up and to do this. So let's take a look what I would do if I could like reset everything with everything that we know, the game mechanics as they are now there. My first choice would still be a Cyclops. Cyclops is just amazing. Putting cruisers inside, having all these attack buffs. I love this. Also cruisers on the last level, they are laser based ships where you have really good crew members to put in. So I do like this. Second option instead of the Cyclops, I would say, is the Artemis. The Artemis is not only really beautiful made, it also comes with a very strong defensive setup, and just the speed of your fleet is amazing. So one of these two flagships I would use as my absolute main legendary flagship and see that I can rank it up as fast as possible to get the last skill unlocked. So that means rank 9 minimum. So after this, what else? We do have two very special legendary flagships that we always should continue considering. That's first the Prometheus. The Prometheus is the top flagship for PvE, and we do get the blueprints for free in the campaign shop. Yes, sure, we can also sometimes get other useful blueprints, but at the end we can get the Prometheus blueprints every day, and it's a really good flagship. So that's why this should be probably your second legendary flagship. We do have another flagship where we can get free blueprints, and that is a Titan. The Titan is also really strong. It's the top flagship for PvP, and even for PvE it's still good. So as we can get the blueprints from Galaxy Star events, if you have the chance to rank high there, use it and get your blueprints for the Titan to rank this up. The Titan you can also buy blueprints in the trade shop. The Prometheus you cannot. So this gives the Titan an additional benefit over the Prometheus. But yeah, so personally I would go for Cyclops and then Titan and Prometheus as secondary flagships for the rest of my fleets. Now that's not enough flagships to get my whole fleet set up. I would get the Achilles, just as high at least that we get the planet development bonus. So as you see, I got it here to the 36%. That was my target, and that's something I would recommend everyone to do. And from there on, I would already start going with flagships that are not legendary anymore. Perfectly, as we are just there with the Achilles, perfectly with the Achilles sure goes the Peleus. Very cheap to obtain. Also gives you the bonus for the planet development. I think this is more or less self-explaining why I would use that. So you want to get the most possible out of these out of these planets, out of your 500 energy that you have every day. And now it's getting interesting. Where would we go after this? A very good epic flagship is the Orion. The logical choice, sure, or the easiest choice would be to run it with a Prontus, Cyclops Prontus. Similar skills will match perfectly, works really nice. The Atlas is also a very, very good flagship. Probably the most, the best to obtain flagship from the epics. I think I did underestimate it in the past. As you see, I already ranked it up to 9. So I did already put quite a few blueprints into this. The reason for this is pretty simple. We do also get warship attack. We already get a range buff. And now this is also great if you combine this, for example, with a Cyclops or anything, because you get additional range, which will help you in all kind of events. The only problem is that the last skill is PvP only, but it now also depends how much money or how much resources you have available. So, like me, you can see I only managed to get 3 epic flagships somewhere a little bit higher up. I'm not allowed to leave it out, because sure, you will ask, what about the Hades? The Hades and also the Radamantis, they are still great flagships. You will see them also everywhere in my tier list, very high up. What about them? Use them. If you like them, if you like destroyers, no question, use them. They come with quite a few nice buffs. You get additional navigation speed. You do get destroyer skills. You get more navigation speed. And you do get more destroyer skills. So you will get pretty fast, and if you use 2 of them, this is great. Compared to the Cyclops, it's scored a little bit lower, but this is, the reason for this is that I do not score navigation speed. Now you can say, why should we score navigation speed? You don't really need it. It just takes you a little bit longer to get anywhere. On the other side, we could say, hey, navigation speed is so important when you start chasing other fleets. That's where, I mean, it depends on your playstyle. If you say, hey, I do chase other fleets every week or multiple days a week, then go for a Hades or go for an Artemis, for an Artemis, because these fleets, they are much, much faster, and you will not be really happy when you use a Cyclops, which is just really slow compared to these 2 options. Okay, so what would I do? What would be my fleets if I would set them up completely new again? For PvP, I would set up, the best thing to do is take a Titan and an Atlas. That's a really, really strong PvP fleet. You do get warship attack, you do get 2 times range, you do get more warship attack as soon as you fall below 70%, and you do get even more warship attack and a little bit armor. The other option is to combine them, as said before. If you have enough money to bring 2 legendary flagships up, combine, for example, a Titan with a Cyclops. It's a really great combination, because here you get the additional damage above 70%, here you will get the additional damage below 70%. You do get all the buffs for your cruisers. You get even more attack here, and you get additional range, which is always nice as soon as you have other players joining the fights. I don't have enough invested in the game to be able to rank up 2 legendary flagships. So what am I doing right now? I continue ranking up my Prometheus, because I get the blueprints for free. I already have the Cyclops up, so I will use the Cyclops. I will then combine the Cyclops either with a Prontus or with an Atlas, depending on the situation. And the second fleet will then either be the Prometheus with a Prontus or with the Atlas. So for any kind of PvE event, this works really well. I still have the Hercules. I would not recommend you to go for the Hercules anymore. While it is really nice still for PvE events, it's just lacking the versatility of the other flagships. So therefore I would go probably then put more into the Atlas. maybe get an Orion up if you need something fast, or the Radamantis. So I would probably get at least one fast fleet, which would also help a lot for events like, yeah, we now have all these PvP events. So having something fast, running an Artemis with a Titan would be really great for the speed, or running a Hades with a Titan would be really great. So therefore I would go a little bit different there. I would probably take the Artemis instead of the Cyclops if I would redo it, and then go for the Atlas, and in this case, as I already have the Artemis, the Orion. So these were the flagships I would rank up. Artemis, Titan, getting the Prometheus flagships for free, blueprints for free, and then top it up with an Atlas and the Orion, as Orion matches already the Artemis, and this would give me a lot of options for events where I can only use one fleet. I can use my 2 legendary flagships, which will work still okay for PvE because of the range buff, and will be really good for PvP. And if I need multiple fleets, I can combine them with the epic version in addition. So I know it was a lot of talking. I hope this kind of information helps. That it is for this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, let me know what you think in the comment section, and then I see you all on the next video again.